to those of you who have prayed for us here in Arizona. It has been a dry year. That's all changing, it seems. This morning we got some snow. Let me set you up there while I gotta clean off the porch a little bit. Then I'm gonna go take care of the animals. So hang tight. I'll be taking you around with me today as we go check on the sheep and the chickens. The sheep should be lambing here real soon, so we'll check on them. So in years past, oh, here's Willow. Willow, come here. Good girl. In years past, we would have snow shovels to shovel off driveways and sidewalks and porches and whatnot. But where we live here on the ranch, the homestead here, before we used to live in town on about half an acre doing homesteading there, and now we're on quite a few acres, and we have a gravel driveway, so not much need for snow shovels there. But then for our wood decks, I found that this push broom is ideal. It's got this kind of squeegee on it. It's plastic. Oh no, it's rubber, I guess, but it's real firm rubber. You can barely bend it at all. So anyway, it works well for brooming off the snow with this light and fluffy powder on cold days. But if it's a little bit wet like it is today, then it's a little bit better to use that kind of squeegee thing on the end there. Look, I just cleaned this off and it's already getting snow on it. It's been snowing, I don't know, I got up before dawn this morning, and yeah, it was a little bit. Looks like we got a couple people in here now. Hello everybody, thank you for those of you who've prayed for snow for us. Snow and rain. It's been nice, and it's been falling straight down. Look at underneath this juniper tree. It's there's like no snow right here, but I think that we've gotten a couple inches or so. Well, we'll see how everybody's doing here. I gotta feed the sheep, feed the chickens, so I figured I'd take all of you along with me. Willow's excited. She loves working the sheep, but let me set you up there. I got a tripod going this morning. Looks like we got 4 people in there. 1 thumbs up. Hey, double tap the screen if you're on mobile. I put it this vertical fashion because we tend to get more people viewing our videos if I do the vertical orientation for live streams. Just something we're trying out. Hey, Lynette. Yeah, we finally got snow. Man, it's been a long time. We've been getting like 0.01 inches with any storms that have been coming by. So praise be to God for this. We've been praying for this for a while. So I gotta feed the sheep some flakes of hay. So I'll be in and out of the camera frame as time goes here. Show you guys how we do this every morning. We have a goat and sheep feeder, but it's in the other corral. So just gonna fill up the tub with a flake for these girls here. I'll be right back. All right, so I got a couple flakes. Hey, we got 3 people on here. You got 7 inches of snow last night, Lynette. Nice. Let's see. Lucky you got snow. It's raining here. Yeah, I prefer snow over rain any day. It's a little bit harder to deal with and harder to drive in, but it melts a little more slowly, less erosion and all that. Let me get this hay out to the sheep, and I'll be right back. I got 2 flakes that feeds our 8 sheep pretty well. Hey Matt. Yeah, it is. It's cold. It's starting to melt though. Don't have to shovel rain. Yeah, that's true. All right. So let me set this out, and I'll let the sheep out. By the way, never leave the corral gate open unless you've got plenty of hay, more hay than you've got grass outside. Otherwise, they will go outside. Hey, Ark Wildman Survival, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Hey, Kenny. Yeah, it's cold out here. We're just letting the sheep out. Let me let the other 4 out to join these 2. You hold them, Willow. Come away. Come away. This way. That's a good girl. You hold them there. Hold them there. Hey. Good girl. Okay, that'll do. Come on. That'll do. Good girl. All right, so I'll try to, oh, we got some snow here blocking your view. Those are the sheep. Those are all of our ewes. 4 of them are pregnant, 2 of them are new. They're always hungry, Lynette. Are you kidding me? Poor babies. Yeah, pregnant girls, they're definitely hungry. We actually have to make sure that we don't overfeed them. We had that problem the first year, giving them alfalfa and yeah. Good morning, Gwen. Praise God, we got the snow. We have been waiting and waiting and waiting for months and months and months. I mean, I've got somebody playing over here. Get your toy. Where's your toy? Nothing more fun than watching dogs play in the snow. So this is our sheepdog Willow, if you haven't met her already. She is the best thing we could have gotten for this place. She helps with the sheep and with the chickens. Is there a chicken out? Where's the chickens? The chickens hate the snow, huh? The chickens hate the snow. We got a couple of them over here. Electric fence is all shorted out, I guarantee it. Look at this thing covered in snow. Got one of them out there. So they have an automatic door that opens with the sun. And in the weather, it can be a little bit tricky for it to work right, but let me make sure everything's going okay here. So we've got their net. This is an electric net. And we've got these jumper cables here. So this thing carries about 12,000 volts of electricity through it when it's not shorted out. It's got snow all over it. It's been a wet snow, but we'll take it. So we got one chicken that's out. The little feeder's full of snow. Oh, they can get to some of that. But yeah, there's a lot of chickens in there, but see, their door's open. You hear the rooster clucking in there. So it's got this photo sensor here that opens up the door, and I've got a tutorial and build plans of how to build that coop. It's a good one. It has been very secure. We've never had any problems with predators. It's pretty easy to use. It's got these couple of lay boxes here. No eggs yet, but I got plenty of water. Let me make sure that it's not frozen over. No, it's just full of snow. They got lots of water there, but I've got to hear the rooster. Let's see, we got somebody else here. Hey, Ben's over Acres. Hey, Barb. Hey, Chef. Yeah, thank you for tapping in to show support.
Looks like Willow loves the snow.
Sure does. Sure does. Good morning. You love the snow? Is that true? Good, get your toy. Good, get your toy. Good girl. Where's the chickens? Are they not out? There's one chicken. Do you see it? There's one chicken. All right. The fence is back up. So it'll probably go down again because that's what happens around here in storms. And this is just a temporary setup. So those of you who've watched our super coop build, we left this setup here for our Bresse meat birds, so that the rooster will breed the hens that we want to get eggs from this year for our meat bird production, and for our hens for next year that we want to hold back and make more of. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Glad my house doesn't have that sensor. I'd be upset if I woke up that kind of weather and the front door was open. Yeah, we don't have that on our house, Gwen, but yeah, for the chickens, it's convenient, I'll say. although the photo sensor can be a little overly sensitive or under sensitive. And I can kind of vary that a little bit by pushing that sensor inside the siding on the coop a little bit. But here is the super coop. So yeah, that little shed, playhouse, whatever it looks like over there, that's the super coop. And it's been great. I gotta do a final video on it, or at least the next video in the series. We put up this fence. It's got electric on it as well. We got this little gate, but we got plans to do a little bit of different things. This is the sheep corral, and we're gonna have a lane that comes through here with the squeeze chute kind of right where I'm standing, and it'll go out this gate. So we'll end up eventually someday having the sheep come right out here, which is kind of our entrance to the chickens right now. There's the sheep barn. We put them away every night because we've got a lot of mountain lions right here. We got coyotes and bobcats and things too, but really what's gonna take out the sheep is either domestic dogs, possibly a pack of coyotes, but more than likely mountain lions. We've had friends with goats that have had their whole herd of goats taken out one by one by the mountain lions. They actually saw them too and took a shot, but missed, and the mountain lion kept coming back every night still. So this is the way we hold this door open every day. We've got a automatic door that hey devil dog, welcome in. So we open up this door every day, and I made it to be a Dutch door. So the bottom and the top will have doors. Last night I just cut this 3 foot by 3 foot square for the top because it's been a window. It's been good for ventilation, but this is how we keep it open. We have this little spring latched thing. So that's open now. The chickens, they don't want to come out, but let me just show you kind of, we got these little windows and they open up if we need ventilation. But there's all the chickens. They've been hanging out here for months, and they're doing really well. But I need to go in there and feed them. I guess I could show you real quick. How many people we got in here? 9? Hey, welcome in everybody. Thanks for watching. Double tap the video if you're on, or the screen if you're on mobile. That'll give us a like, and of course, give us a thumbs up if you're on your laptop or desktop. But this coop worked out really well. If you haven't seen our videos of building it yet, it's kind of a cool process that we had. It is a carport structure that I just put. I put some wood on and framed up some doors. So I got a door on each side, and obviously the windows. But it's worked out really good for us. Wasn't really planning to show you the inside, but we got a couple of trash cans of food there. Gotta keep up on the comments here. Lynette says the chickens say only a fool would be out in that kind of weather. Chickens hate snow. They absolutely abhor it. So we got a couple eggs there to gather. So these are just our layers that we're not really breeding yet. So we've got food in here for them, and I'll always grab myself a scoop of food. I gotta put another bag of food in that one here soon. But give them a scoop. Excuse me. So they still had plenty of food, but an extra scoop won't hurt. They'll probably be inside today eating everything. Staying inside, getting fat and sassy. But, oh, let me remember to put these eggs in my pocket. And hopefully I don't forget them. So we've got quite a few different breeds of chickens. I need to do an update video on all the chickens that we currently have. Today being a snow day, I'm probably also going to make a holder for my Milwaukee M12 batteries. I'm doing a French cleat system, but having a battery in with the eggs is not a good idea, so that goes in the pocket. Let's see. This is a hatching time lay box, so we got a couple more here. A hatching time lay box. I'm a fan of it. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's been great. The eggs roll out the back here, so we can gather them on this side, and this is the human side. We've got a screen door there that I'll walk back through and walk out of here. Usually we'll come through this door, and this is actually a Dutch door with no screen on it. So we got a top door and a bottom door, and we utilized a lot of building materials that were left over from our build of my parents' house. Just checking I didn't miss any eggs that didn't roll down. All right, chickens, you gotta go out sometime, you know. I mean, hey, there's one. You got one chicken that's brave. Nope, she's going back in. So yeah, and we still have this little chicken tractor. I showed how I built that thing. I got some hardware cloth coming off, but this thing, we really just keep this around as kind of a jail for broody hens. If we don't want them to be broody, we can flip this little ramp up and it closes up there, and it's just got one hinge there, and then the top has a hinge too, so we can grab chickens out of here if we need to. It works well to hold chickens temporarily, but they tend to go in there a lot when they're just kind of sleeping in the day and they don't want to get picked off by a Cooper's hawk or whatever. It's a nice secure spot for them. What devil dogs say? You give them scratch nick. I would, with the snow, there's not much point to doing that. They're not going to be out there. Maybe later today I'll give them a big scoop of scratch. But yeah, I usually give them a scoop of scratch and a scoop of food in the morning, and then my wife will usually come in later on and give them some more, or at least check on them, make sure that they don't need more. But yeah, let's see. I missed some other comments here. Gwen says, oh, Devil Dog said, I hate snow as well. Do you give them scratch? Yeah. All right, I'm caught up on those comments. Gwen says, LOL, I've learned to never put eggs in my pockets. We're doing laundry short out. Yeah, I can't even tell you how many eggs I've broken in my pockets, but that's where they usually go. Now hopefully Nick won't slip and fall with those eggs in his pocket. It'd be funny. Man, you guys really think that I'm gonna slip and fall in the snow, huh? Well, that's entirely possible, I must say. There's horses way out there. Show you the horses way out on the state trust land up there. You see them? There's just one, I think. Just one horse. Maybe you guys can see better than I can. Yeah, just one horse. Gotta use my phone and the magnifier now that I'm almost 50. Can't see as well as I used to. Yeah, there's my view. That's what it looks like from here. I don't know what's going on there. Got 8 people watching, 7 thumbs ups. Thank you guys for being part of this. The snow, snow's a long time. Many people praying, people that live here, neighbors, friends, people in the area, people out of the area. I'm gonna set you guys up here underneath the trees so you don't get snowed on too much. I'm gonna go walk down there to the gate. The gate that goes out to the back. See if Willow will join me. We'll have some fun down here for a second. I'll be right back. birds. Look, there's a bird. Is there a bird right here? Look. Look. Come. Come. Where's the bird? Where's the bird? Nothing quite like a puppy in the snow. I knew she would have fun. She loves chasing the birds. We've taught her for Cooper's hawks and ravens to just chase them away, and she takes her job super seriously. You found a toy. All right, come on. Let's go. All right, so I went to go take a walk out back there and see if there's any mule deer or coyote tracks. There tend to be quite a few, but the snow keeps coming down, so even if they were out there, I don't think I probably would have seen the tracks unless they were there within the last half hour or so. Forgot where I put my camera. Looking all over for it. I found you guys, Devil Dog. It's snowing harder. The snow might cover it up. Good thing it didn't. Remembers putting it under a tree somewhere. Yeah. Oh man, I missed a bunch of comments. It was great. Everybody's talking with one another. You're almost 53, Devil Dog. Well, if you're like me, you've probably seen the readers at Costco in a 3-pack, and you go, "Hey, those are gonna come in handy sometime. And then you're not in the habit of using readers, so try to see how long your arm can go. And oh yeah, I can still read it at the end of my arm, barely. Yeah, I can feel it too, Devil Dog. I know you're in an area, the snow means moisture, and that's a good thing. I do not like the snow. It's pretty in pictures. Yeah, it can be a lot to deal with for some people. In fact, I probably need to check on my parents and make sure that they're good to go today. I don't think they're planning to go anywhere, but I don't really know. I haven't checked. So we'll check in with them here pretty soon. Hilda says, "You guys are still wet behind the ears, young whippersnappers." I feel more like 80 something. Yeah. Yeah, I feel older than I am, for sure. Hey, Brian, thanks for coming in. Yeah, we finally got snow. We've been praying for it. Your arms get shorter the older you get. The floor gets farther. That's so funny. Yeah. I was just talking to my wife this morning about how fun it is hanging out with our two boys that are 15 and 17. And they're like, she's just over a year old, maybe a year and a quarter now. And she's got so much energy, it's infectious. And my teenage boys, hanging out with them, hanging out with a young pup in the snow, definitely makes me feel younger than I am. So I could use more of that. Good girl. You keep getting that toy. You get it. Where's the birds? Bird. Bird. Where is it? Find the bird. Get it. Get that toy. You get the toy. I hope you guys aren't bored by my puppy. This is like my favorite thing. She's usually pretty active, but in the snow, it's something else. You're gonna get hungry for your breakfast, you know? We haven't fed you yet. Sorry if I'm making you guys seasick. It's just a fun day. It's super quiet out here besides the rooster. I see horses out there, you know, kicking through the snow to get to the grass, and all my hot wires buried in snow, and it's just kind of surreal. I mean, it has seriously been so dry and dusty, it has just been gross. So I'm realizing I left some of these jumper cable clips here attached. That's a big no-no. I forgot. We had the sheep out there on pasture. Actually, I did a live stream out there a week or two ago. I think it was last week. Anyway, it got a lot of views after going live, so thank you for those of you who watched a replay of that. Bird is the word. I love dogs and animals. Yeah, me too. The only word my fuzzy buddies know is treat. Oh, yeah, she knows that one. That's for sure. But our older dog Scout, he must be like 6 or 7 now. I can't believe it. We got him right before COVID. He's my COVID buddy. And it's been quite a few years now since then. So I think he's gonna be 6 in July. Man, he's gonna be an old dog. He's my running partner. We'll go for jogs on state land or the national forest together, and he's still got it. Thankfully, I take him often enough where he's not too sore after a 5K, 10K, or whatever I drag him on. But Yeah, we got 10 people in here, 9 thumbs ups. Thank you. If you're watching this on mobile, you probably are. I got vertical video, so sorry for those of you that don't like vertical video, but if you're watching on a mobile device, just tap twice on the screen and that'll give me the thumbs up. I appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, we end up getting a lot of new subscribers from just doing these short vertical video live streams, I found, which is one of the reasons I do them, but mostly it's just get caught up with all of you. I can't tell if that was a rooster or somebody. Yeah, that was a chicken. Sometimes the chickens sound like people, you know? I don't know if any of you have experienced that. Anybody experienced the chickens sounding like people, and you'll have to stop and go, is that a person talking or trying to get my attention? Was it a chicken? Yeah, it looks like some more of the Bresse chickens. The meat bird breeding operation is out and about. ZA Lowland Homestead. I could only be one person making that comment. It's my good buddy Matt, the Backlash Fisherman. You know, the first time I met Matt, he was having a live stream. And Matt, I don't know if you remember this, but you were going over a, let's see if I remember correctly. It was a devotional for fishermen. You're discussing the Bible and how it relates to fishermen. And I'll tell you what, man, that spoke to me in that moment. I needed to hear what God was saying through you so much that day. It was a hard day, and I was struggling with some things, and yeah, God really spoke to me that day, as he often does in his word, in a unique way that you know is beyond any kind of coincidence. So open up that good book, guys and gals, and see what he might have to say to you today. Speaking of, I think I am in Leviticus currently, which can be a hard book for me to want to read more of, but I think I'm going to dig in and get quite a few chapters in today. It's Friday, and it's a snow day, which is difficult for me to stay on track, to be honest. Any of the rest of you struggle with that kind of thing? So, I need to look at here and kind of drink it all in, so to speak. For me, it's just beautiful with the trees all flocked, and think about all the moisture and the grass that will finally come because of this moisture. And it's just like I said, kind of surreal. So anyway, I'll walk through all here and see if there's any tracks over this way. Looks like there might have been here quite as much, but yeah. Let's see, what is Matt saying here? Hi Nick, how are you? I'm doing well, Matt, thank you. How to be a fisherman? Yeah, our snow has been more like ice than fluff. Yeah, ours is real wet, so it's weighing down these tree limbs quite a bit. They don't look nearly as down as they do now. Kind of like weeping willows in some aspects, like this one here. These are oak trees, and they're not normally hanging over like that. I trim them up so that the sheep can get under them, but knock some of that snow off these little ones. Don't want branches to break. Yeah, see? Now you can see it's trimmed up so that sheep can get underneath there, get a little bit of shade and graze under. But that's kind of the idea here. If you haven't heard me wax on about it for ages, that's one of the big goals, is to keep little sucker saplings from starting like this one. See, See that one? The sheep will come in and defoliate that whole branch. So I don't even need to trim that one. They will trim it for me. They won't actually nibble that branch in half though. So I will probably come back with like hedge trimmer, pruners, or loppers if they're bigger, you know, if they're like thumb size, and just clean up the base of these little oak trees so that they can kind of bush out underneath. So when they bush out, that's kind of how we had it before. So see, this one needs to be trimmed up a little bit around its base. But when we moved here, this was all just brush, dense brush. And I came in with the chainsaw and cleaned some stuff up. This is the bear grass. I've got a video about using this as fodder for the sheep, and they won't actually eat this stuff. It grows, I don't know, 3 feet long. Willow's running and jumping over there. The bear grass grows like 3 feet long leaves. It is a grass, and when I cut it, so I cut these ones down, probably with the hedge trimmer or whatever, and or maybe just my pocket knife. Sometimes I'll take out the Leatherman Wave and it's serrated blade, and just, if I've got gloves on, I'll grab a clump and cut it down, kind of saw it down, and then I'll bring it to the sheep. And they like the green leaves of this pretty well. It's kind of like a pampas grass. It's got a sharp blade on each side of it, which is why you need gloves if you're going to be messing with it. But they really, it's dead. Like these pieces over here. Let's see. Maybe we'll give them some of these and see if they'll eat it. But I got a video on feeding this bear grass, which I never would have thought that anything would be eating this. But they actually will prefer times, not over alfalfa, sometimes over Bermuda, but often they'll prefer it even over pasture or native grasses that we have here, which is just insane in my mind. But I guess the sheep know what they need, and maybe this has something, maybe fiber or I don't know what. Anyway, hey sheep. Let's see if anybody's a taker. So this one's our only first time mom. We call her Miracle, and she's that closest one to us, and she's got some thick wool on her. She hasn't really shed yet. And then this one coming towards us now is 492. She is pregnant with twins, no doubt. She's had twins for us the last 2 years. She's a real good mama. Usually the first one to get bred by the ram. And next to her on the left, that one's Mocha. She's looking at us now. This is like they're all showing us their faces one by one. So Mocha is half East Frisian, which is a milk sheep breed, and half Dorper, which is what all the rest of them are. And Dorper is a meat breed of sheep or a hair sheep, and so they will naturally slough off their hair like dogs do. They do have some wool mixed in, but it's mostly hair. And yeah, come summer, they shed off their wool and hair coat, which is nice. Then we don't have to shear them. But yeah, Mocha, we have to shear her. You can see their udders are growing. They're getting ready to have their babies. And then the two on the right over there are the new ones. They're yearlings now. So they'll probably get bred to the ram, I don't know, in a month or two. So Grandma called it bear grass. Yeah, I think it's spelled the other way, but like the animal bear. But I think, look at that, my jacket's getting wet. It's wet snow. And those chickens still are cowards. They're not gonna get their feet all wet. And they're spoiled in that super coop, I'll tell you. The other side of that super coop while I'm out here. I'm probably not gonna be on this live stream for much longer. Got 7 people on, 11 thumbs ups. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Put it down for like erosion suppression, you know, on some bare spots. animal bear, B-A-R-E, bare ground. And I thought, well, this will at least keep the, if we get any hard monsoon rain. Lo and behold, we move the sheep net over there for them to graze, and I see them picking up the dead bear grass and eating it over the choice of the pasture grass, the native grasses that are here, and I could not believe it. So anyway, we got 8 people in here now. Well, welcome in if you're just joining us. Here is the super coop from the people side. So you can see we got a top door and a bottom door. Dutch doors. I designed them myself, no plans, and just kind of followed my nose. And it turned out okay. They need to be painted. You can see that top panel is green. The bottom one is brown, and I never intended to leave them that way, but they'll probably be like that for 20 years. Knowing me, that's just kind of how it goes. I'm looking up at the roof and wondering if I need to clean off the snow. I don't know what kind of load it can take. Put all this together, watching YouTube videos and coming up with things myself. And yeah, it's interesting. You can see the snow. So it's a metal roof, and it'll just slowly keep coming down like that. But if we end up getting too much of a snow load, I'm a little concerned. Mostly because, let me open these doors up again, show you the inside if you weren't here on this, but yeah, look at all them chickens, cowards, won't go out there, but you can see these boards up top. So there's an old carport frame, and I just put 2x4s where I could, and probably should have used a little bit more, but I think it should handle the snow load okay, from what I've seen from other people's experiences. But yeah, you can take a carport frame, and I don't know if you can see up there, but I just have some metal like pipe strapping holding the frame of that door, and that's just an old screen door that we had laying around here. I actually have another one I might use for something, but anyhow, this has worked out really well for us. There's enough ventilation. I put a vent. I don't know if you guys saw the vent in there, but I put a vent up top, just one vent, and then there's a little bit of a gap along the top where Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm just posted up a video to put that on my watch later playlist. If you guys aren't following anybody who's left a comment, or Lisa at Yogi Hollow Farm, you should. There's the hot wire bouncing around. Just knocked the snow off of that. And then I guess if I'm talking about future plans and stuff and things we're hoping to do, this brown wood panel in the middle of this steel is going to be where we end up putting a louvered fan. So I've shown that in some of our build videos for this super coupe, but that louvered fan should really help out in the summer. I think this thing's probably going to get pretty hot with Arizona sun up at 5,000 feet on it. Gotta go to work. Be back if you're still here. I'll devil dog, but thanks for letting me know. I wasn't even planning to go for an hour really, but here we are 49 minutes in. So, man, those of you who stuck with me this whole time, thank you so much for watching. Got five people still watching. Leave a comment. Let me know where if you haven't commented already. And let me know if you've got any weather. I know some people have. And there's 2 more horses. That one horse is still in the same spot, pretty much. But 2 more horses came and joined it. But I think I'm gonna have to get going to work, just like Devil Dog. Oh, it's 9:03. Yeah. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. 5 people on here. We're at 50 minutes. So yeah, my jacket's getting pretty wet. It's a down jacket, so that's not the best. So we'll have to let that hang up and dry. Here comes Willow. She's not done. She's not done. She's looking for toys or birds or both. Get that toy. Where's the bird? Where's the bird? Bird. Watch it. Good girl. Good. Watch that bird. One more that flew over. Want me to throw it one more time before we say goodbye to our friends? Good. Get your toy. Good. Bring it. Good girl. Good. Bring it. All right, folks. Well, I'm Nick from Arizona Highland Homestead. That's Willow. And yeah, thanks, Barb. Stay safe and yeah, be blessed as well. Hey, thanks, Lynette. Yeah, praise God, we got snow. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. And as always, we'll have more videos for you real soon.